Welcome to Vskills YouTube channel. In this video, you will learn about the top interview questions for business accountant. So let's get started. Question number 1. Give examples of real and nominal accounts. The answer is, a real account is primarily an account of assets and liabilities, such as land account, building account, etc. On the other hand, a nominal account is an account of income and expenses such as salary account, wages account, etc. Question number 2. What are the ways to maintain accounting accuracy? The answer is, there are several ways to maintain accurate records. These include identifying revenue streams, keeping track of invoices and receipts, preparing financial statements, tracking deductible expenses, preparing tax returns. Question number 3. Is it possible for an organization to show positive cash flow and still be in trouble? The answer is, yes, it is possible, if it shows an unsustainable improvement in the working capital and involves a lack of revenue moving forward in the pipeline. Question number 4. What are the most common errors in accounting? The answer is, some of the most common errors in accounting are errors of omission, errors of commission, errors of principal and compensating errors. Question number 5. Give the difference between inactive and dormant accounts. The answer is, inactive accounts are those accounts that have been closed and will not be used in the future. On the other hand, dormant accounts are not currently functional but can be used in the future. Question number 6. Are accounting standards mandatory? The answer is, accounting standards play a key role in preparing a good and accurate financial report, since accounting ensures reliability and relevance in the financial reports. Question number 7. If I present you with a statement, debit the receiver, credit the giver, what does it mean? So, this is one of the most frequently asked accounting interview questions. Your reply should be, this principle is used in respect to personal accounts. If a person is giving any amount either in cash or by check to an organization, it becomes an inflow and thus that person must be credited in the books of accounts. Therefore, when an organization received the money or check, it needs to credit the person who is paying and debit the organization. Question number 8. If our organization has 3 bank accounts for processing payments, what is the minimum number of ledgers it needs? The answer is, 3 ledgers for each account will be required for the proper accounting and reconciliation process. Question number 9. To estimate bad debts, what are some of the ways? The answer is, the 2 methods used in estimating bad debt expense are percentage of sales. It involves determining what percentage of net credit sales or total credit sales is uncollectible. Percentage of receivables. It is used to derive the bad debt percentage that a business expects to experience. Question number 10. What is deferred tax liability? The answer is, the situation where a company is in condition to pay more tax in the future due to current transactions, is referred to as deferred tax liability. Question number 11. Please explain what is a deferred tax asset and how is the value created? The answer is, a deferred tax asset is when the tax amount has been paid or has been carried forward but has still not been recognized in the income statement. The value is created by taking the difference between the book income and the taxable income. Question number 12. Please define the term material facts. The answer is, the documents such as vouchers, bills, debit and credit notes, or receipts, etc. are considered as material facts. They serve as the base of every account book. Question number 13. What are the different stages of the double entry system? The answer is, there are 3 different stages of a double entry system, which are recording transactions in the accounting systems, preparing a trial balance in respective ledger accounts, preparing final documents and closing the books of accounts. Question number 14. Are there any disadvantages of a double entry system? The answer is, yes, there are few disadvantages when it comes to double entry systems. Difficult to find the errors, especially when transactions are recorded in the books. Extensive clerical labor is required, in case of any error. One can't disclose all the information of a transaction, which is not properly recorded in the journal. Question number 15. What is GAAP? The answer is, Generally Accepted Accounting Principles abbreviated as GAAP, is issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and the provisions of the Companies Act, 1956. It is a cluster of accounting standards and common industry usage, and it is used by organizations to record their financial information properly, summarize accounting records into financial statements, disclose information whenever required. Question number 16. Can you tell me some examples for liability accounts? The answer is, yes, there are some popular examples of liability accounts. Accounts payable, accrued expenses, bonds payable, customer deposits, income taxes payable, installment loans payable, interest payable, lawsuits payable, mortgage and loans payable, notes payable, salaries payable, warranty liability. Question number 17. What is GST? The answer is, GST stands for Goods and Service Tax. It's an indirect tax other than the income tax. It charges on the value of the service or product sold to a customer. The customer pays the GST, and the seller deposits the GST with the government. Some countries around the globe have sales, service tax which works more or less the same as GST. Question number 18. What is tally accounting? The answer is, it is accounting software used by small businesses and shops to manage routine accounting transactions. Question number 19. What are fictitious assets? The answer is, fictitious assets are intangible assets and their benefit is derived over a longer period, for example, goodwill, rights, deferred revenue expenditure, miscellaneous expenses, preliminary expenses, and accumulated loss, among others. Question number 20. Is there any difference between inactive and dormant accounts? The answer is, yes, both are different terms in accounting. The accounts have been closed and will not be used in the future as well are known to be inactive accounts. On the other hand, the dormant accounts are those that are not functional today but may be used in the future. Question number 21. Differentiate between accounting and auditing? The answer is, accounting is all about recording daily business activities. On the other hand, auditing is all about checking that whether all these events have been noted down correctly or not. Question number 22. Please define the dual aspect term in accounting? The answer is, the dual aspect concept states that every transaction has two sides as implied by its name. For example, when you buy something, it's a give and takes of cash and the commodity. Similarly, when you sell something, you lose possession of that thing and receive money in return. So this gaining and losing are basically the two aspects of every transaction. Question number 23. What is the purpose of MIS reports? The answer is, MIS reports are created to identify the efficiency of any department of a company or an organization. Question number 24. Can you explain the basic accounting equation? The answer is, yes, since we know that accounting is all about assets, liabilities, and capital. Hence, its equation can be summarized as assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. Question number 25. Who has the authority to remove the first auditor before the expiry of the term? The answer is, according to Section 140 of the Companies Act provides the rule for the removal of the auditors before the expiry of the term. This has to be done by passing a special resolution and approval of the Board of Directors. Question number 26. Who regulates the money circulation in India? The answer is, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, prints and manages currency in India, whereas the Indian government regulates what denominations to circulate. Question number 27. Who will settle the grievances of customers of a bank? The answer is, the banking ombudsman will try to settle the complaint through conciliation between the aggrieved parties. If a complaint is not settled by an agreement within a period of 1 month, the ombudsman proceeds to pass an award. Question number 28. When did the Indian Banking Act come into force? The answer is, the Banking Regulation Act, 1949 is legislation in India that regulates all banking firms in India. Passed as the Banking Companies Act 1949, it came into force on March 16, 1949 and changed to Banking Regulation Act 1949 from March 1, 1966. It is applicable in Jammu and Kashmir since 1956. Question number 29. The cost of the erection of an old machine will be posted on the credit side of which account? The answer is, the cost of the erection of an old machine will be posted on the credit side of the cash account. Question number 30. What is working capital? The answer is, the working capital can be defined as current assets minus current liabilities. In banking, working capital is normally defined more narrowly as current assets less current liabilities. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel.